New at 6, Fargo Police arrested a man who they believe may have stabbed a woman last night. Police were called to an apartment on 21st Avenue South for a disturbance. They say when officers knocked on the door, a man, later identified as Troy Jacobson, asked, "What, do you want to get stabbed too?" Inside, they found a woman with a cut to her arm, but Jacobson denies using the knife he was holding. He was taken into custody on an aggravated assault charge.